Hello, this is According to Kimboy. Welcome to my channel. And in this channel, I express my opinions on different topics. So today we're going to talk about the idea of entitlement. You see, this idea of believing that someone somewhere is supposed to come through and is supposed to be helping you. When you are stuck, you expect someone to come and help you. Especially this in most cases applies when it comes to finances. And I think this mentality has to stop. I am not perfect. Of course, I was a victim of this, if you ask me, back in the days. I used to believe, in fact, that the rich are supposed to come through, they need to help the poor. And in fact, I strongly believe that, I mean, it's going to be very easy for the rich to go to hell because they did not help the poor, right? I mean, this is something that we are taught in religion, in Sunday schools. You are told that it's very easy for a rich person to go to hell, and like for a poor person to go to hell. And I think this mentality has to stop. First of all, of course, I've learned that after I've grown up, I've learned that nobody is entitled to help anybody, especially after learning the process of making money, because that's when you understand that maybe the rich don't have a reason to help anyone. I mean, why should they? If you understand the pain of making that shilling every day, then you'll not be so entitled to someone's money, right? I mean, the effort that it takes to make money out here is not simple. It's hard work and consistency and a lot of effort. Huh? So you coming from your comfort zone expecting that person who is rich, that person who has worked all his life to build wealth, is somehow supposed to just come along and splash money on you. That is not fair. And instead of doing that, why don't you go work and stop being entitled? I think that's what I've come to learn myself. And I think that's a message that needs to uh, go out there. People need to understand nobody is coming to help anyone. I mean, you can be helped in other ways except not financially, right? You can be mentored, that I agree. You can be given advice on how to progress, that I agree. But when it comes to financial and charity, I mean, people should not be entitled to it. I mean, someone who is rich can come along and be charitable to you. They can come and help you if they are willing to. But nobody should be entitled to anything. Okay? Nothing. Okay? Because there's nowhere that has been written that elder brother of yours, who is successful, must come and help you financially. You know, there's nowhere. I mean, it's only if they want to that they are going to help you. But the idea of you being entitled to the help, people should stop doing that. And I think this idea of being helped all the time, or you seem um, that you're helpless without someone's help, should stop, because I think this idea is mostly in African societies. You expect those who are beyond you, who are above you, ahead of you, those who've made it to come and rescue you from your comfort zone somewhere. But this idea has to stop. You need to get it through your head that nobody is here to save you. You need to save yourself. That's the only way. You've got to start somewhere. if you have zero financing, you have to start there and build up. I think that's the mentality that everyone should have, if you ask me. Because this idea of playing victim mentality, especially when it comes to politics and government, you are out there expecting the government to solve all your problems. You expect the politicians, to give you jobs. But ask yourself, have you taken that initiative to apply for that job before calling a politician to give you that job? Ask yourself. Ask yourself if you've working and done all it takes to raise a shilling before asking for help from asking for charity, let me call it that, from someone else. Have you done, have you taken those necessary steps? Well, I guess not, right? I think everyone should put in the effort first before asking for charity anywhere. But another thing is this: some people are choosy. They're so choosy. They rather just ask for help than do what it takes. I mean, I know we can blame everything on unemployment, some things on unemployment, right? You don't have that money because you don't have the employment. But you find that most people are so selective, yet they're broke at the same time. They want to just have that corporate job instead of looking for the manual job. Have you done have you considered maybe providing a small service to someone before complaining? Well, have you considered just doing that simple task, that kibarua that pays 200 shillings per day, instead of complaining and being so entitled and waiting for help to come from other places? Instead of staying there and saying that you are unemployed, have you considered taking the necessary step and probably asking for that simple job that you despise so much? Have you done car wash? Have you asked someone to wash their cars before playing victim? I think that's very important, and people should, in fact, help themselves, because I think the sooner we understand that nobody is coming to help anyone, you are on your own and you will only rescue yourself. Nobody is coming to rescue you. That's what you need to get it through your thick skull, okay? Thank you.